Under the lights of Dodger Stadium, a moment unfolded that fans will be talking about for years. Shohei Ohtani, the Japanese superstar who has done everything from crushing home runs to striking out legends, found himself at the center of a play that was as shocking as it was hilarious. It wasn't about his bat, his arm, or even his speed this time. It was about something else entirely. A sneaky opponent creeping up behind him on the base paths, and the world watching as Ohtani's instincts, reactions, and expressions told an unforgettable story. It was the kind of baseball moment that captures the beauty of the game, a mix of skill, strategy, and a dash of comedy. Ohtani had just reached base after a blistering line drive single into right field. The crowd roared, and cameras zoomed in on his calm, composed face as he took his lead off first base. But what no one expected was what came next, the opposing infielder quietly tiptoeing behind him, ready to attempt a surprise tag. From the dugout, laughter could already be heard. Fans sensed something brewing. The sneaky opponent crouched low, like a cat about to pounce. Ohtani, unaware at first, adjusted his batting gloves, took a deep breath, and fixed his gaze toward home plate. But in the background, the opponent was closing in, inch by inch, with a grin that spelled mischief. Then, just as Ohtani slightly turned his head, the tag attempt came, fast, silent, and completely unexpected. The crowd gasped. Cameras captured Ohtani's eyes widening in that split second of surprise, an expression that could only be described as pure. Startled Ohtani. The umpire, almost caught off guard himself, signaled safe, and Ohtani immediately broke into a sheepish smile, realizing what had just happened. Fans erupted. The stadium echoed with laughter and applause, not because of a home run or a strikeout, but because of that genuine, human reaction from one of the world's most composed athletes. Social media exploded within minutes. Clips of Ohtani getting surprised on base began circulating on every platform imaginable. The hashtags #OhtaniSurprised and #trended worldwide. Analysts later replayed the sequence in slow motion, highlighting Ohtani's subtle movements. Some joked that even a ninja couldn't have been that stealthy. Others praised Ohtani's calm recovery. Within seconds, he laughed, gave a playful look to the opponent, and patted him on the shoulder as if to say, "Nice try, you almost got me." This single play reminded everyone why Ohtani is not just a baseball machine. He's a character, a personality, and someone who connects deeply with the fans. It was a moment of levity in an otherwise intense postseason race, proof that even the best can be caught off guard, and that's what makes sports beautiful. As the replay looped on the Jumbotron, even Ohtani's teammates couldn't hold back their laughter. Mookie Betts, standing near the dugout railing, clapped and pointed, while Freddie Freeman leaned on his bat, shaking his head with a grin. The entire Dodgers bench turned into a comedy audience for a few moments, a rare sight during playoff-level tension. After the game, reporters crowded Ohtani during the post-game interview. When asked about the play, Ohtani chuckled and said, "I didn't see him coming. Maybe I should start looking over my shoulder more often." The crowd in the press room erupted in laughter, appreciating his good humor. It wasn't just about being startled. It was about humility, humor, and the unpredictability of baseball. The play became an instant meme, but also a testament to Ohtani's likability. While some players might have reacted with irritation, Ohtani turned the moment into something joyful. Japanese media replayed the scene with dramatic sound effects and captions like, "The enemy creeping from behind." It became an overnight TV sensation, with talk shows discussing Ohtani's priceless reaction. In Japan, fans loved how human he looked, a reminder that even their national hero can have funny, unscripted moments. Back in Los Angeles, Dodgers fans adored it. Children reenacted the play during Little League practice, pretending to sneak up on their teammates, calling it the Ohtani moment. It became a piece of baseball folklore, something light-hearted amid the grind of a long season. Former MLB players even joined the conversation online. One wrote, That's what happens when you're the most watched player on the planet. Even your reactions become legendary. Another commented, Ohtani's awareness is next level. Even when surprised, he stays calm and smiles. That's why he's special. But beyond the laughter, there was also admiration. Ohtani's ability to stay focused, composed, and playful under pressure says everything about his mindset. He's not just a superstar, he's grounded. And that's something fans can feel every time he steps onto the field. The opposing player later admitted during his own interview, honestly, I just wanted to have some fun. Ohtani's always so serious at the plate, I thought I'd see if I could catch him off guard. Didn't work, but at least I made him laugh. That honesty made fans love both players even more. Baseball isn't always about the numbers, it's about the moments that make people smile. And on this night, that's exactly what Ohtani did. His natural charisma turned an awkward play into a viral sensation that crossed borders, languages, and generations. Even MLB's official account joined in, tweeting a slow-motion clip with the caption, "When you think you're safe at first, but danger lurks behind you, eyes tears of joy." It gathered millions of views within hours. Sports journalists began referring to it as the sneak tag incident, while others called it Ohtani's most human moment. Fans flooded comment sections with admiration, saying things like, "Only Ohtani could make getting startled look so wholesome." Meanwhile, his teammates didn't let him forget it. During practice the next day, someone jokingly tiptoed behind him, making everyone burst out laughing again. Ohtani smiled, shaking his head, clearly embracing the fun. It's this kind of chemistry that defines championship-caliber teams. The Dodgers have talent, yes, but moments like these build unity, laughter, bonding, and trust. Even the smallest event can strengthen a team's heartbeat. When the team's video crew released behind-the-scenes footage, fans got an even closer look. Ohtani could be seen reviewing the replay on a tablet, laughing alongside his teammates, covering his face in mock embarrassment. Commentators noted how refreshing it was to see a global superstar enjoying the game like a kid. That, they said, is what separates legends from icons, the joy they bring beyond performance. By the following day, Ohtani's startled reaction had been turned into GIFs, stickers, and even fan art. The internet crowned it one of the funniest baseball moments of the season. But beneath the humor lay something deeper, the idea that baseball, at its core, is unpredictable. It's a sport where anything can happen, even to the best player in the world. That authenticity, the laughter, the surprise, the humility, is what keeps fans watching, game after game. It's what turns casual viewers into lifelong supporters. And Ohtani, without even trying, reminded everyone of that. He didn't need a towering home run or a record-breaking strikeout. All it took was one surprised expression and a good laugh. Every generation of baseball has its defining images. Babe Ruth pointing to the stands. Griffey's backwards cap. Ichiro's laser throws. And now, perhaps, Ohtani's startled face at first base joins the list. Not for glory, but for heart. That's what makes Shohei Ohtani different. He gives fans more than highlights. He gives them memories. The kind that make people smile long after the final out. And in a season full of intensity, injuries, and endless pressure, that one light-hearted play reminded everyone why they fell in love with baseball in the first place, for the joy, the humanity, and those rare, perfect moments that no one can script. By the time the Dodgers walked off the field that night, Ohtani had already moved on, focused as ever on the next game. But fans didn't. They kept replaying that one scene. The look of surprise, the laughter, the magic of being caught off guard. It was more than a blooper. It was a connection, a glimpse of the man behind the legend. And that's why people love Shohei Ohtani. He's not just the best player on the planet, he's the one who reminds us that even the greats can laugh, can be surprised, and can turn a simple moment into something unforgettable.